Hi, how's everyone doing? Hi, good evening, everyone. Good afternoon. How's everyone doing? Good evening, good evening, good evening. It's so good to see you guys. It's been a while, isn't it? Hi, welcome, welcome. Good afternoon, good evening in some places, good tomorrow in other places. Good evening, America. Good evening, Canada. No, good afternoon, America. Good afternoon, Canada. Good evening, UK. Good evening, Nigeria. People like Abefe Robots. Good tomorrow. Because they are running ahead of life. All right. Good afternoon, good evening, Instagram. Ah, I'm almost more fine on Instagram. Come on, paro. Somebody's son. This Instagram will be making you look like as if you have made it in life. I'm telling you. So anytime you send a message, behave. Behave yourself. All right. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. With this Instagram thing, I don't know how to do it perfectly yet, but you know, okay, yeah. Good evening, Instagram. How is everyone doing? Right. Good evening, Facebook. Good evening, YouTube. Matt S. Thank you for always. Rárá, pọ̀ mọ́ funfun kọ́ pọ̀ mọ́ green ni. No. Every enemy that wants me to be looking like a abandoned project, I banned you. You know how many lights in this place right now? I have 3 lights. I have better equipment now, okay? My video will be more crispy. Moreover, I'm not even that black in the first place. Like, you people are not normal. I'm not even that. I'm not a like, black person. So, okay, get out. I'm using the same thing I've been using. It's nothing other than CQ Beauty. Oh, no, that she will. That she will. I want to look fresh. It has to be CQ. Show money, man for. Iná ni iná wo iná yapa. I mean, I'm looking fresh. I'm making it in life, okay? But I think I'm more like Yepa. I did the Instagram roll. Facebook people have problem. People should go and sit down. I'm using like 3 new lights, so you guys are. I'm illuminated, Abby. Yes, set I'm Illuminati. I'm a dog kuni. You are not ready. You think I'm coming here to play with you? I'm a shine kuni. Come on, don't come on, binu. They are not ready. Honey, cool. Yeah. Ẹ̀yin akọrin. Happy Tuesday, oh. Wúrà ò gádà. All right, good evening, everyone. You know, say we know they take time again. Is this one man whose face is not lighter than his body? Show me your face, show me your body. Did you see my hand? Is it supposed to be proportional to my face? What are you talking about? Are you coming here to come and do self-examination for me, or you want to come and do this thing? Get out of me. Why are you even so interested in what I look like? Is that your problem? My face and my body is just the way they're supposed to be, okay? How many of you even look this way? I'm fresh, it's a problem. If somebody look like it, it's a problem. Can you problem me? I'm just the way I want to be. Any question? In this life, please yourself. Maybe that's what you're against. In this life, do what? Please yourself. Human being will have a problem with you. On this same Facebook, say, why are you looking? You are now getting too dark. I know some people, Bridget, the rest of them, they started sending me message. Since you moved to your new place, your video is not like littered like it used to be. What happened? Your videos are not clean anymore. They say, now we bought lights. We brought more equipment to have a better crispy video. They have a problem with that again. Any problem, Yasin? Any problem? Can Instagram do a portrait video? Sorry, let me see if it works portrait now. It has to be landscape. Mm-hmm. Somebody say, why am I so small? I do me. I'm not small now. But let me see what it looks like on the phone. Any issue in your audience, any issue. In fact, one of the lights is not giving me the. Okay, I see what people are saying. Is this one? Let me show you the lights. You see these lights? You see this one? Oh yeah, it's giving me that. things look. And I still have two other ones. I'm using that other light because of the Instagram. I'm looking very crispy on Instagram. Like I'm tripping for myself. Instagram mo ti fine báyìí. Ẹ̀yin láyé yín ẹ̀ tí ready. Ẹ̀yin báwo. A máa dán kú ní ẹgbàgbé owó ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀. Alright now. Let's stop playing. How are you guys doing? How is work? How is life treating you? Maybe I should adjust the light a little bit, but I think I'm not getting the right result. Give me 1 minute. Let me fix this light. Shall I stop on? Yeah. I wonder. Okay, so it's a little bit. The shadow is out. Hey, someone will get out. All right, ladies and gentlemen, how are you guys doing? You're wasting your time. I'm off today. I don't have work. How's everyone doing? How's your day been? How they cool September, ladies and gentlemen. September last song. December should just come and be going. Like for real, we've had enough of it. Instagram, I'm not backing you out on Instagram. Let me put it right here so that the way I'm looking at Facebook people, I will not be backing Instagram. September last song. I'm doing well. God is giving us grace. One thing I know for sure. This September has been very. It gets to be. It's not playing with us, man. September can't afford anybody. They know me. So many people lost their loved ones. So many, Nigeria itself, they lost so many icons and so many celebrities all over the world. And then the Gbasgbos. The Gbasgbos that has been going on in this month of September. No be small. The Gbasgbos in September, you can't even account for it. We started with, I think, Two-Face wife started the whole òun launch September fún wa pẹ̀lú Gbas, but kò dúró parí ẹ̀, kò ṣe gbòósì yẹn. Ọmọ ọkàn tẹ̀ to be continue mọ́ Gbasgbos ni o. From Two-Face to Nedu Wazobia, Tonto, and Kini. I can't even call Tonto's ex-husband name now. It's whatever that name of that nigga is. Is the volume quite alright though? Are you guys hearing me right? Yes. How come no prophet saw that coming? They could have told us at the Mashi sticker, September, my month of Gbasgbos. About the shape, September rough gone. But the good part of it is that it has been very scary. So many people really lost their loved ones. Like, it's almost like every 2 days I hear somebody's mother died, somebody's father died, and all of that. Let me turn off this light for Instagram. I'm looking too lighted. Yeah. Let me turn this off. So it was really horrible. But I was trying to encourage somebody, and I said, listen, the fact that you pray to God or the promises of God for us, it's not that we will not see evil. Don't let anybody deceive you. God promises for us is that it won't come to us. 1,000 shall fall by your side, 10,000 by your right side. It shall not come near you. I lost my dad September 5th. Sad. Oh yeah, I'm so sorry about that. God bless you. So many people really lost their loved ones. I don't know. Like people's daddy are just logging out. People's mother are logging out like crazy. It was bad. People lost their husband. September has been very bad. It's been really challenging, and then family crisis here and there. But listen, two things is very important for us to learn from all of the uprising in this month. Number one, now only God show up as. Now only God show up as. If you don't have everything, have a relationship with God. Hear me. That does not guarantee that things will not happen. But God will shield you and He will guide you. He says 1,000 will fall at your side, 10,000 at your right side. He will not come near you. So we will see those things happening. They are frightening when you see when 1,000 is falling at your side, 10,000 at your right side. It's not a cool thing. Sure, you understand? It's frightening. It's frightening. But I say it won't come near you. That means you will see it, you won't partake of it. Now, to those who actually lost loved ones, what God does to you is that we will never understand the details what God is doing with us. I was talking to my mother. And she said we're trying to have a party for her, and she said she doesn't want a party. That she's actually waiting to celebrate her 70th birthday. That she doesn't want to celebrate birthday right now. We tried to convince her to throw a party. She insisted that she doesn't want. So Mugbakamu said that she would just invite her pastor. They would just pray in the house, and that's it. She doesn't want that. The one that she's waiting for to really have, that she just want to have a Thanksgiving in church on Sunday, and we should just help her get gifts. She want to buy something, do something in church. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. So while I was trying to talk her into, in my head, why can't you do 65th birthday and do 70th? I think for me, maybe I'm worried because for me, I'm always feeling very indebted to my mother. I feel like God sparing her till now is a miracle, and she's been through so much for us, and I just want to give back to her every time I have the opportunity. I hate. It's almost impossible that my mother will ask me something, even when I know that she's scamming me. Mothers know how to scam people. My mother can know how to play Maradona for me. Even when I know that she's programming me, I still do it because every opportunity for me to do for her, I want to take advantage of it. I want to take full advantage of it. So, Ronkus, I see you on Instagram. But so I really wanted her to do. So when she said no, she's 70 at me, she's 65. I said to her, I'm like, what's wrong in you doing 65th birthday and still do 70th birthday? In my head. Nobody's asking you to bring a dime. Nobody is. Just avail yourself. We just want to throw you a party. I already have meetings with my siblings, and I really want to do it, in all fairness. But she insisted, and somebody has told, I've heard before that if Agbalagba say they don't want to do party, you don't force them to do it. So that you will not buy Malu for birthday and use it to do wakekeeping. God forbid even. So me, I behaved myself. But I wasn't really cool with it. I was just wondering. It's free party. You're not paying for it. Why don't you want to do it? And she said, okay, she want to wait till she's 70. So in my quest of trying to convince her, I told her something. I said, well, I've had you. I said, but ma, I think it's like a fear in me. When I feel like doing something for my mother, I want to do it like now. Because you see, tomorrow is an uncertainty. Ladies and gentlemen, I will not forgive myself if my mother passed away today and I've not gotten to that place of fulfillment in my spirit that, I've taken care of her. You understand? I don't know how I'm going to feel for the rest of my life. If my mother have passed away like 6, 7 years ago, where I was still trying to get my life together. I'm still trying to get my life together anyway. But you see, I could not take for granted God's blessings in my life right now. There are certain things. There's nothing that she wants now. It is me that I might not be able to meet my needs, my wants right now. But there's something that my mother wants now that by the grace of God I cannot afford, you know. So I just always want to do it. So, but for me, I have this fear of tomorrow is it's not certain for anybody. And I'm like, man, Ọlọ́run máa ẹ̀ka rí ẹ ṣe ní ìsìn tó bá dẹ̀ di 70 Ọlọ́run bá mo ní Ọlọ́run ló lẹ̀ mí Ọlọ́run ló lẹ̀ mí o tẹ́ bá di 70 àádẹ́ tún ṣe mí. She insisted and I said okay. She now said Ọlọ́run ló lẹ̀ mí pé tí Ọlọ́run bá dẹ̀ ní kíníkan. So she said like a typical Yoruba woman, Ọlọ́run máa jẹ́ èmi máa live long kíníkan Ọlọ́run. And I was like, àmì o. But does it occur to you that those people who died prayed the same prayer you prayed? And those people who have died, they are not enemy of God. Them and God are not fighting. But God does what he wants to do. God do what he wants to do. So for me, I feel like everybody should know the foolishness of a man is to sit down and say, tomorrow I will do this. I will do this. I will do that. I will do this. Whoa, sister me. Ẹni yẹn ṣe ẹ lóòótọ́ àbí? Ó gbá ẹ àbí? Ó lo ẹ níbitì. Àbúso disrespect ẹ. Ó sọ̀rọ̀ ẹlẹ́yìn wá gbọ́. Wá gbọ́ pọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ ẹlẹ́yìn. Ó wá ti mí ìnẹ̀kí tó bá dọ̀la. Màá sọ̀rọ̀ burúkú fún. Tí n bá di báyìí. Ọlọ́run ló lẹ̀ mí. Ẹni tó wà láyé ló ń sin gbèsè. Ẹni tó wà láyé ló ní integrity. Àwọn tó ti lọ yẹn àdájú wọn lọ. Ọlọ́run ò ní jẹ́ mi I will live long o. Àmín. But ṣùgbọ́n àwọn tó kù lánàá, wọ́n pray the same prayer yẹn. Àwọn tó kù lánàá, the same prayer yẹn Ọlọ́run ò ní jẹ́ yẹn. They said the same thing. People don't die because they don't know how to pray. If it is prayer that keeps people alive, if it is by prayer, what will have killed Adeboye's son? To me, in my head, Adeboye is like next door neighbor to God. You don't understand. So kó bá lè mú ọmọ yẹn lọ, ó ti ẹ̀ lámà ẹ̀. Àdúrà mi ló mú mọ̀ gbà. Àwẹ̀ mi ló ń jẹ́rò mi lè gbà. But the Bible says it is by his mercies that we are not consumed. So I think we need to get the lesson of this month to know that life is mo lè fòyí màá ṣe gbá màá dòkè màá dilẹ̀ màá ṣe báyìí fún Ọlọ́run ló lẹ̀ mí. Ọlọ́run ló lẹ̀ mí. Number 2, do good while you can. I have 3 things to tell you before we go into the topic of today. Do good while you can. Every time you have an opportunity to do good to a person is a privilege for you, because you are writing inside your chronicles something that will speak for you when you are no longer able to speak for yourself. My sister, I think so many problems we have is that you don't want to say, èmi ò gba nonsense, àṣekọ asọsàn. Live like every day. Akon said in his song titled Ghetto. In the second verse, I say, living life like every day gonna be the last. Until you learn to live every day like this is the last day you're going to live. Have you ever seen people who have been diagnosed of cancer or terminal disease, they have given them the dates that they're going to die? Have you ever been privileged to talk to them before? They are the most pleasant people. Because see, they have already have the beginning of the end of them. Somebody's on the phone date or job where you think he wants to be having any space in his heart to keep hunger. No. Do good while you can. Forget that. So that we will not threaten ourselves. It is a privilege for you to be in the place where you can help somebody. It's a privilege because there might be a time where you will not be in that position. There might be a time where the pendulum will turn and you are the one that need help. The mistake we make is that we begin to put the qualification to people before we help them. Is arrogant. But on so fún gbà yẹn kọ́ wọ́n ní kó má fẹ́ bọ́bọ́ yẹn gbà yẹn kò gbọ́ ó ti wá fẹ́ nísìn ó wá ń jìyà ní marriage. He needed help to even do something and you have the position to just help with 100,000 for them to start the business. O nítorí pé ó fẹ́ bọ̀bọ̀ tó yíwọ̀ fún ìgbé kò dá yẹn ó dẹ̀ fẹ́. So what? People make mistake in their life. Should she okay pé ó wá ṣe mistake ó wá fẹ́ ni tí ò yẹ kó fẹ́ yẹn? Is that the reason why the person should die? Is that the reason why you should watch them suffer? Nobody deserves to suffer. Ladies and gentlemen, nobody that. Stop putting qualifications to who you are going to help. You don't know. See, we all do that thing. They will say all these beggars on the streets, they are lying. But my sister, there is nobody that is living a good life that we wish to be a beggar. They might be lying about their disabilities, but they are not lying about their poverty. They might be lying about their disability, but they are not lying about their poverty. The only people I don't give attention to are those ones that come to you and lie. I am I know you are freaking lying. Even sometimes I still give them and I will call them. Every time you have to come through for somebody, it's an opportunity for you. Do good while you can. Because the control of time is not in your hand. The switch can turn off and that ends it. We keep talking about heaven, and we envisage that one day Jesus will come and blow trumpet and we'll go to heaven. Or if it's Muhammad that you believe, rapture will come, Allah will come, Muhammad, whoever is coming, and then we were sent to heaven and transmodify into a celestial being. Forget that thing. If you die tonight, your heaven has come. Your own rapture has come. It will pain us. Friends and family will cry. But you are a goner. You will be left with the comfort and the peace of every single time you have the privilege to help. And you do it. Now, what begins to advocate for you at this moment are your good deeds. Forget it. You will grow old to certain extent. Let me tell you a little bit of my family story. This is not to disrespect anybody. I have family. That's why I don't like to talk about myself or my family, so that those ones, even if they can be with me, I don't like to talk about people. I talk to so many people that share personal details of their life with me. You won't hear me talk about it. I might say something. It is only the person that will know that I'm referring to that story, but I'm not going to mention anybody. But listen, I have a couple of aunties and uncles that were very successful when we were a child, like extremely successful. These are big boys. I have uncle who is a group owner in an oil firm. I didn't say manager, I say owner. The shareholder there. I have uncles who is like a top notch, one of the big names. If I mention my uncle's name, there's somebody that lives in Nigeria that will not know them. And I equally have some uncles who were living in America. America looks like next to heaven then to us. America, watching American film going is a privilege. Fat day, at Mozion. They were living in America those days. Living in London those days. Our own family, if they come around and we hear that they come, we will travel to go and see them. We are looking at them like we are seeing for their Christmas. And when they come, sometimes they come with their children. Mama, we want more buy. They are looking so crisp, so decent. It is not that I know that is Akube they are buying for us then, but then we don't know. They will bring us clothes that have marker label. You know, the neck of it like this. A sheet of paper come out of the staple mom have marker there and come see. So you know, it's not that I know that is Akube. We did not know them. We appreciate it like mad. As far as we are concerned, they are bringing us clothes from London. They will bring it, and then Costco. Those who live in UK will know Costco. Costco is like Walmart here. He always come, that my uncle always come with a whole lot of bag of Costco, cereal and milks and those junk foods. They will drop it in my grandmother's house. My grandmother is the chief distribution officer. My grandmother will now be packing everybody's own. Boss, that's my mother. My mother will now go there to go and carry cereal. So when I look at those children, it's not that Costco, Joe. It's not that original Costco is in the UK. It's not those. Okay, they say George is the same as Walmart. I don't even know George. Those Costco bags will be filled with candy, chocolates, not. I know I'm bougie now, so I call it cereal. Those days it's cornflakes. Cornflakes. First of all, that's what I remember. I'm speaking of it now because they did it then. As much as it occurred to me now that they're actually doing cheap things for us then, but they did something. As a child, I remember. That is the only sibling I have abroad that will come to town and you will even know that they're in town. I have 2 other aunties in America. Live in Florida and the other one lives in, I think, Minnesota and all of that. If they will call my mother at all, it's the night they are flying back. He said, mo drop nǹkan sí ẹ fún ẹ sọ́dọ̀ màmí nìkan. My mother will go there. It might probably be 5,000 naira. In fact, that auntie dropped 1,000 naira for my mother one time. I'm like, you traveled all the way down there for that? I thought that don't insult yourself. Don't ever go there again if they say she's around. They will sneak into Nigeria and sneak out of Nigeria. Whoever told them that if they see family, they will die, I don't understand. You know, those days, they used to have all these funny people that tell them to be run. They were running away from. At least my uncle that used to bring Costco and Akube shirts. Today, we are still saying it. As long as I realized that those things are cheap. But then it wasn't cheap to us. It was valuable to us as well. They are not ready. In the streets, you can't tell me nothing. I'm feeling fly like hell. I can still remember the names of the brands of those clothes. Omande George, then Eddie Bois. Eddie Bois. I can't remember the last time I've seen anything called Eddie Bois in my life. But I remember then, he used to bring us Eddie Bois shirts. As at when I entered year 1 in college, if I wash my shirt like this and spread it on the line, they are all Eddie Bois. It's courtesy of my uncle. My uncle had bad mouth too. He will tell you rubbish, and he's a dangerous person to go and visit. Somebody did me class, primary kino over GS kino over. Like as when I was even in college, my uncle would still be asking me GS kino over. I'm like GS Bawo Monti Wire institution. He said, okay, kilo study. Oh, they lost engineering, bloody nuisance. Yeah. Ẹ fojú sí ìwé yín tó ò bá kàwé wo máa di garage boy ó máa yìnbọn pa ẹ́ dànù lójú títì ìjọ kan. He's a very bad-mannered person like that. But you see, he, in his little way, keep a family bond. He kept the family bond. He kept that family bond. But my auntie in the US, there are 2 of them. I'm not talking of distance and to the same father, the same mother. They will sneak in and sneak out. We will not hear of them. I remember that my mother went to. We don't. In all fairness, as I speak to you as now, today, and I'm speaking to you right now, I cannot see my auntie on the road. It's not my mother's sibling. I can't see her outside my house now and say, this is my auntie. I don't know her by face. If they probably give me a picture, I know we have some picture in the house there. Timomo. And of course, you know, people change, people grow. So me, really want anything. I've been in America over 7 years. My mother forced me to go and see her one time. She called me like twice. The relationship, you cannot establish a relationship with an adult that wasn't there. What you were not when people needed you. You can't just come over time and be that thing all of a sudden. Go easy more. The connection is not there again. Do I know that she's there? Yes. Follow me with this story. They were running for family for whatever reason. But you see, the fact that they are running for family is an heresy. It's not true. We find out that when they come to Nigeria, they call the families that they want to call. They call the ones who are still doing well in life. The successful family, they will call. See, don't let anybody deceive you. In fact, I want to make a video later today. There are certain assertions. Don't worry about that. Watch out for that. But it's not supposed to be so. Because I don't go short, but your family, everybody in your family that you can lift up their hand, it will speak for you one day. Forget heaven, yeah, on earth, it will speak for you. Nobody is saying you will be poor and they will be feeding you. That's not the point. You will never be poor. But one day, Ojuma ti owo. Owo kì í ṣe pé owó tán èèyàn ló máa kú. Owó ẹ̀ ò tán. But you will one day grow up to the point and realize that your money will not bring you the happiness that you deserve. You will need people around you. Forget this. I don't preach negativity. I don't believe that one day you will be poor. No, you will never be poor. Why do you buy a lot of business? But you will have you will use your life to chase money. This is the futility of life. We will chase money when we are young. You will use your entire life to chase money, and you will grow up to develop greed. You will chase that money to a point in your life, and you will have that money. And every other values of life that you have left unattended to will haunt you. I've seen so many successful people that are not happy because they neglect to just see that because you see all your family that see the way to grow is to grow and grow with others. So family don't saying to help one but to help one year. Because you see they are poor. You don't have last. Oh, poverty in their mind. You were not able to help them and take the poverty out of their life. Frustration will hold them one day. They will not see. Sometimes you do good and help people around you, not because you are Jesus Christ, but because you know that your success lies in the success of others. There's no success. Are you not even worried that they have to still call you every day to change the padlock in the door of their house? Does it not bother you? Some of you are so wicked that it pays you, it makes you feel like you want to be the Megiddo of the family. So you keep giving people food. Give them food. No. Help them to stand. It will give you relief. You are angry that they are calling you 2 a.m. in the morning. No, it's because school money. Talk on the one about ballet. Some of you now, it's not money. You just need to put 1 or 2 calls. But because you want to be bougie, you want to keep an integrity. You don't want to bring yourself down, be in front of those your friends. So you can't call them to say, "Abro mini di share Nigeria, so that you don't want to expose your dirty linear outside. No, put your integrity aside. To kill your ego. Some of you, it doesn't even cost you money. Put those costs through. Because if they are settled, you will have peace. Very blunt question. What if your family keep duping you? Will you still go back to them? First of all, please underline my statements. I don't say go back to be Father Christmas. I didn't say go and be Father Christmas. So. Matter of fact, hear me. You cannot help everybody. You cannot help everybody. You will never. For the helper not to become an LP, don't try to help everybody. As a matter of fact, hear me very well. Only God can make somebody successful. You cannot make anybody successful. But Paul sọ pé ká lè wí nípa tèmi pé mo ṣe wọn tí mo lè ṣe. My sister, you don't have to make them, but do your best that your soul will get to a point where you are justified in your mind that at least you've tried. I'm not even a fan of giving money. Those who are around me will know by now. Do you notice I don't do giveaway like that? Because I don't know if I give 10 people 10,000 today, it will not kill me. But I have not changed the life of anybody. Yes, I agree with you. Somebody said it depends. Some people use help to stand and they see it as a right. Of course, you know I'm on this table. One has told me before that I owe him the duty as a cousin to maintain him. Got him job, he messed up. Got him a second job, he messed up. I trim out. That kind of person, block his number. Like block, that's a toxic person. First of all, anybody who feel entitled, hear me, I'm just saying, I like to strike a balance. You don't owe anybody help. That's why I told you the other time. You can't make anybody. It is God that makes people. Even Jesus Christ, hear me. Jesus said in his words, he said, all that the Father has committed unto me, in the later part of his ministry, he said, I have kept, except the son of perdition. So even as Jesus, as powerful and as intelligent, as wise as he is, discipling people, there are still sons of perdition among his disciples. Pé kò sí family náà, láyé tí wèrè kan ò ní sí. Tẹ́ bá fún 100 million, ó ṣe ń padà bọ̀. Kò sí, there is always one bastard in the family that will just be a problem to everybody. Kì í ṣe wọ nìkan ló ń pe, bó ṣe ń pè ẹ́ náà ló ṣe ń pe cousin ẹ̀mí, ló ṣe ń pe sister ẹ̀, ló ṣe ń pe daddy, ló ṣe wèrè ni wọ́n. Kò family máa ní problem child kan ṣáà ni. I have said this before, help the poor. But trust me, hear this very fine. This sound very mean. Help the poor, but keep them at arm's length. You hear what I'm saying? I've seen so many people make a fundamental mistake. Say, hey, the person, who need the help, and then you bring them into your life. There is something in them that made them poor, and that thing is contagious. Bringing them into your life will make you poor over time. Poor people don't have anything good to offer. It's not because they are poor. Something makes them poor, and you don't know what it is. Help people from afar. Insulate your success. Insulate your life. I am not a fan of telling people, help people, but don't bring people to your source of income. I don't care who the person is. So that the helper will not become the LP. You understand what I'm saying? Behave yourself. So you have to learn how to strike a balance. The fact that their family doesn't mean they have to invade your personal space. Or you have to begin to spill your mouth and share everything that makes you successful. Let me finish that my auntie's story and my uncle. My uncle sponsored the education of my siblings. But it didn't for me because he wanted me to do engineering and I said I don't want to do it. But you see those Edibois, those Costco, will remain in my subconscious today. People don't like him because he has bad mouth. He talks anyhow. But if there's anybody that is most valuable to me in my extended family today, is that my uncle. God will bless him. Every of his cornflakes, of his chocolates, of his cheap Costco snacks and all of those things counted in my head as a child. Those are my childhood history. All of the Edibois, all of his St. Michael, Mark and Spencer. Those are the t-shirts and underwears that I used to bring for St. Michael, Mark and Spencer. But my auntie, I'm not telling you dead people. These are people that are alive. My probably be here. Actually, my probably be here. We always thought that why is this person sneaking in and out? But guess what? He's not sneaking. He's going to those families who are established. My mother's younger brother, who is very prominent in Nigeria, who is very rich in Nigeria too. When they come to Nigeria, they go to his house. He doesn't even live in Lagos. At the time he was living in Abuja, they will find him. They have each other's number. My mother don't have his own sister's number, phone number. You have to call somebody to call somebody. And I'm like, what are you even looking there for? Years pass, time pass. I got a visa to come to America. Yeah. Normally, my mother started calling her families that are in America, isn't it? That's the ideal thing. Not for anything. Funny enough, I already have where I was going. I've already got in touch with my friend in Maryland. We've already, like, things are fine. Matter of fact, doors that I did not even expect open for me. People that did not, in fact, they were sending me money from US to even come faster than I was planning to come. Come, don't worry. But you know how Africa is. My mother was calling them, and one of them called my mother and said, "Tell your son not to come." And I was like, "Why?" He said, "Because country, you easy. It's not as easy as what people think. This person has been in America for 34 years. Ko easy, wale. Country, you easy. Can you come?" You don't want to know manner of ridiculous things that the person says. That they will make him a slave here. And this one. He should then, when you want to come, he should wait. Okay, even if you have to come, let him wait. Let's see if I can make arrangements and make plans for him so that he will not just come here and suffer. He will suffer. Please beg him not to come. My mother told me, and I said, well, I didn't ask you to call them in the first place. Are you surprised they say that? Because I don't know, they're probably running for something that we do not know. So, regardless, I make all my traveling plans. I don't know whether they think that I will be trying to ask them for money or my mother will try them for money for me to travel or whatever. I know my things worked. I have more than enough when I was traveling. God has already blessed me in Nigeria. So I moved to the US. I was with a lot in Nigeria, but as at when I was traveling, things were already looking good. So I wasn't really needing them for anything. But they don't know. Because they have never kept communication, so they don't even know what's going on in your life. So I moved to the US. I landed in JFK in New York and texted my auntie's son, which is my cousin. Like, I'm in the US. So. I'm here. I was excited. I said, thank God. Can you come finally? I didn't get a response. I got checked in. The next day I came to Maryland. I slept, woke up, and then the third day I tried to call him, only for me to find out. So no. The third day I now went to get a number. This is my phone number. It took me to get a US number. So we nearly activate my number. Means what's next thing to call families here. So I called her I feel like my auntie, so I wasn't talking to her. I was calling my cousin, which is the son. So I called him. Meanwhile, I've texted him the day I entered Go at the airport, not texting. So by the time I called him the third day, I realized that my number has been... No, the number rang, it did not pick. Foolishly, innocently, I texted him that this is my number. I'm in town now. Can you come? Look forward to meeting you again. By the time I called back later in the evening, because I feel like maybe it was at work, my number was already blocked. This dude blocked my number. The mother will never pick her phone. I have a light, simple principle. I don't see who did not see me. I don't like who don't like me. It's just a principle in my head. So, it's not shy blocking. He hurts me, especially because I'm with a friend who I told that I have family in America, and they keep asking me, how far should they get in touch? Because I should plan and shut him up around. And I don't have what to say to her. Because again, I don't want to wash my dirty linen outside. But on 4 million, it hurts me some kind of way. But I took it as a challenge. Did I suffer? Yeah, I paid my dues. But here I am. The story did not end there. 2 years down the line, one of my uncle in Nigeria, who is a pastor, flew into the US. And I want to man lost to man pè tó bá wálé ńgbà yẹn náà nìyẹn, she understand, they have relationship. Àwa kan náà ti já náà ti gbé handicap. So my uncle came to the US and went to visit them in Florida. Incidentally, my uncle used to stop by Maryland to visit one of his friends. When he got to his friend's house, who is also a pastor, incidentally, that's the pastor of the church I was attending. I don't know how they spoke, what they said. Maybe he said, when they broke on Maryland, or he mentioned my name. And the man said, Victor King, remember me. So my uncle called my phone and he said, I'm in Maryland. Where are you? And I'm like, I'm at work. I will soon get off. And he said, do you know Pastor Sosos? I said, yes. He said, I'm in their house. I said, okay, I will come and see you when I get off work or tomorrow morning. So, of course, from there, the person was now telling my uncle stuff about me that easily for them deduced that I'm not suffering. Victor King, my uncle left Maryland, went back to Florida. Yeah, everybody said that I look different without glasses. Don't worry, my glasses is a whole big deal. I just made another one, but it takes a while for them to pour the whatever. One eye is different from the other eye, so it's a lot of mathematics. So my uncle flew back to Florida and he was with these people. So he called me again. From there and he gave phone to my auntie. My auntie greeted me. And he gave phone to my cousin. He greeted me. And my auntie said, give him back the phone. He said, where do you live? I said, I live in Maryland. He asked me, what do you do? I told him. And he said, how can you do that kind of a job? Do you have an ID? I said, yes. Do you drive? I said, yes. You have a license? Yes. Where did you say you work again? I said, yes. He said, you can't work there without papers. I said, well, newsflash, I do have papers. He said, how did you do it? I said, well, somehow that is not you. God has 10,000 ways when we don't have one. A couple of months later, I had my first child. We gave birth to Michelle, and my auntie called me again and said, send me your address so I can. One more. Don't forget, this is my mother's elder sister. My mother will be 65 in 2 days. Okay? So you know this person will be in his 70s right now. She's been in America for 34 years, lived the best part of her life here. She wants to be a good auntie. She asked me to send my address. So I text my address to her. I know this America, from people's address, you can just go to Google it and see their house and all of those things. Probably she did. But she mailed me a gift. Somebody that I've not seen in 34 years. She mailed me a gift after a week. And it was an envelope, and I opened it, and it was a Target gift card of $100. That's quite funny to me, but it's a gift. You can't negate anybody's gift. I was like, oh, thank you. I called her and I thank her. But you see, from the gifts, I saw the mailing address, so I saw where she lived. So I tried to search for her house. And I figured out that she's in a senior living facility in Florida. This is my auntie who have worked for 34 years in America. It's a very fine facility. So when I look at it, in fact, I Googled the name of the facility. I know that it is the expensive ones. If you're in America, you know what that means. So she's not suffering. She's successful. She worked all her life. But it's a pain. It's sad that my own auntie cannot be living in a senior living facility. You think she don't want to go back home? No, she does. But go back to who? gbogbo àwọn tí wọ́n ṣẹ̀ǹkì àwa gbogbo àwọn tí wọ́n tán tiẹ̀ sì máa ń yọjú sí ọba wálé nígbà yẹn, they are highly placed and they are successful. They don't have your time. The family, the nuclear family, that she will have go back to Nigeria and retire and be around, and they will have been a solace and a comfort and a support for her. She has disconnected and discharged them long ago. Those of you who come to America and you bash all your family back home, well, Mato Bale. My other auntie, this my auntie now, she's on wheelchair. She's on wheelchair now in a senior living facility. She's old, helpless. She probably paid for her funeral already. If she died, they'll probably bury her here. It's a shame. Was he successful? Yes. Is he poor now? No. Was he living the right life that she would have deserved and wanted to live? No. Why? Because she just thinks that she's successful at some point and she disconnects from family. I don't know why we're into all of this today. This is not what we are supposed to be discussing today. Do good while you can. That Siri of my uncle is speaking for him today. I'm in America, I'm a grown man, somebody's father. My uncle will come and say, oh, serious? Oh, yeah, and I'll be like, yes, sir. Those cereal, those candy, those chocolates. Buy my uncle that integrity. My uncle too, the one in London, has retired. He's in Nigeria now. He has a school in Lagos. He has a school in Abuja. He has Bolly living in Ikeja now. But I know Logba is living life. He's living a good life. He's retired now. He just moved to one of his house in Lagos. That's different houses in Lagos. And he's just chilling. Both live a successful life, but have a different ending, depending on what they do while they are successful. Do good while you can. Forget that. Your life can be miserable even with money. Number 3 thing, which is the last one, so I will get off this matter. Those are the things that we should learn from September. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. Those of you, saving is good. Don't get me wrong. It's good to save. It's good to plan for a future, right? But if you deny yourself of essential life today because you are planning for future, who told you will live to see the future? I've seen people who have all the luxuries, all the money, all the medical attentions, all the plan for future, save, man, aim high, all those blah 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 blah. Invest. Bọ̀gbọ́ mi dáadáa tí gbìn bá wọn ẹ̀jẹ̀ jẹ́ o. Tó bá ṣe bí kò lọ last vacation ní Vegas lọ o. I just said that I should help people do good. But there's a flip side to it though. Don't help people at the expense of your own comfort. You are mad. It's your foolishness. Do you hear me? You can't solve anybody's problem. You can't even solve your own finish. Human want is insatiable. You will never satisfy everybody. No matter how you do, you can't be right to everybody. Enjoy yourself. Tomorrow is an uncertainty. I have seen some really successful people, really rich people, who are inevitably miserable. Look raggedy with nonsense, and because they want to build us. Now you have like 15 houses. Gbọ́ mi dáadáa, gbọ́ mi. Ó máa ń ní táìmù kan tó yẹ pé fàájì ò kì í fit èèyàn mọ́ o. Are you hearing me? Àwọn nǹkan tó máa ń jẹ́ kéèyàn gbádùn owó, ó máa ń ní táìmù tí ò kì í fit èèyàn mọ́ o. In fact, ó ní level tí yà máa di jẹ́ dé tó jẹ́ pé ìgbádùn gan kò tiẹ̀ ní hàn lára ẹ gan. You are working 2 jobs, 9 to 5. You will work 9 shift. You will come back. It's okay. Good work, hard work pays. See a man diligent in his business. You will sit among kings and not mean men. It's okay. But hear me. The soul that work must eat. If you are working for money, you have a plan, you have a project, it's good. Work towards it, but strike it. Enjoy your life. Enjoy yourself. Nobody, they promise anybody future. Enjoy it too. The same way I say, do good while you can. Enjoy your life while you can. You can close your eyes tonight and not wake up tomorrow. Guess what? God will still be God. As I'm talking to you now, God forbid if tomorrow morning, if you hear this, you say, ah, but if it happens, I'm gone. Nobody will love me enough to not work for 1 month. I've been stupid in it. To not go to work for 2 days. Because boy, speaker, nah, I will not eat for 2 days. I ain't learned. You don't show up for anybody. Ọlọ́run ló lẹ̀ mí. Ọlọ́run ló ní ìgbà àkókò. So if we don't have it in our hand, why are we using it? Why are you planning with it? Why are you boasting of what you are going to do to somebody tomorrow? Why are you bragging of who you want to go and talk to, who you want to go and deal with, who you want to show and Pepe? O lè má dọ̀la. Ṣe rere ńgbà tó lè ṣe. Jayé orí ẹ̀ ńgbà tó lè jẹ́ o. Women like washing and setting. Not go to work for home. The day my father died, I was eating in a restaurant when they called me that my father died. I was like, what? Because I was surprised because my father is very healthy. I asked him and everyone said, what's that? Unfortunately, the person that owns the restaurant is my mother's relative. So I said, they called me that my father died. The person said, yay! And she was shouting, and by the time I finished receiving the call, I came back to say, and I was continuing my food and said, then she continued when I was shaking Wakuteli. It's sudden and it's unexpected. Nobody saw that coming. But then, money but now not to be one of the tell me they need the only call of English Italian. I'm a local, the music of Wakuteli open. What party for me? I don't know what you share the information. Gbogbo ẹ̀dá ẹ̀ ń ṣiṣẹ́ bíi caterpillar yẹn ó kọ̀yìn. You are working tirelessly right now. It's good to work. God will bless your hustle. Are you listening to me? Enjoy your money. Enjoy your money. Má gbé family sórí o. Problem no dey finish o. Are you with me? Problem no dey finish o. Eat what you feel like eating, wear what you feel like wearing. Don't let anybody tell you that Louis Vuitton bag, $4,000 is a waste of money. You are mad. If you work for it and you deserve it, buy it for yourself. Don't live beyond your means. Don't wear beyond your means. But if you deserve it, buy it for yourself. That $4,000 to buy Louis Vuitton bag now. If you convert it to Naira, you know how many students' school fees it will pay. Well, Ajay Crowder. Àtọ́ra ẹ̀ tó bá pay student school fees yẹn àwọn tó ara wọn ayákẹ́lá tó ṣèdè ìmọ̀ parí lọ́la ṣe wà náà àwọn tó ń sọ school fees fún wọn. Don't deceive yourself. You can't solve this problem of the world. Do good, make yourself happy. The way we are working in this world now is too tough, it's too toxic. People work like jack and they don't rest and they don't enjoy. See, some things, those of you who don't take time for vacation, I pity your destiny. It's not about enjoyment concept. It's therapeutic to your mind. Relax your mind. Some of you are just going back. Hear me. Out of the deaths that I've seen in the month of September, most people that I've seen that die, they die for no reason. Unexplainable. And you can trace their death to nothing other than stress. Stress. Exactly all of you abroad, you want to gather money because your stupidity is making you want to impress people back home. But how old are you? You are in your late 30s, you are in your early 40s. You are rushing a building project. You are mad. You have all the time to do it. Do it slow and steady. You either make it fast or you make it far. Choose one. Don't try to impress people by becoming somebody pé ẹnìkan tó dọ America lẹ́yìn ẹ̀ ó ti kọ́lé sádùúgbò ìwọ náà wá ń ṣe bí wèrè para ẹ̀. Time and chance and opportunity that is available to each and every one of us differs. It differs. Ṣé o rò pé pàtí máa tán family ni pẹ̀lẹ́ o kọ́ lè máa ṣe ẹ́ rákàdédé. So you are now working. Why are you working out yourself to catch up with family obligations? Are you mad? You are working 2 jobs, 3 jobs. You will work 2 jobs during weekdays. You will still work another job on the weekend. Woes. If I've seen 10 people die this month of September, 8 of them die to stress. They will die funny. They will die like never sick. Just something just 2, 3, 4, 5 days and it's gone. Stress is the highest killer. Do you know that the life expectancy in Lagos right now is 45? Don't kill yourself. There are 2 ways to make it. It's either you make it fast or you make it far. If you want to make it fast, you are vulnerable to death anytime because you want to just make that money. You'll be setting a realistic goal for yourself. But to make it far is tactical. Some of you are working hard. It's foolishness to work hard. People who are sensible work smart. You can either work hard or work smart. For you to make it fast, you will work hard. For you to make it fast, you will work smart. There are 2 different things. Some of you need to quit your second job and start enrolling yourself in school for you to take 1 or 2 programs that can give you a better job that will pay you 3 times what you make now. So you don't need 2 jobs. That's all you need to do. But you are thinking, why will this bill be paid? You just need to cut down your expenses. Cut down your Father Christmas ministry. Pay your rent, pay your bill. Your one job, if you can pay your bill, even if it is $100 that is left with you for a time being, while you will now do what you need to do to give you an income that will now put you in a better financial state. Do it. Stress kills these days. I've been worried. I've been wanting to talk about this. Stress in Panyon. I can tell you stories on stories, but I don't want to waste time on this again. I don't know why we are going to this direction. I have a co-worker in my former job who came to America like every other person. We got a job. This guy, I swear to God, worked 3 jobs in a day. Work 3 good jobs in a day. Every time I work evening then, every time I have to take over for me at night, Mama Lati drove the extra 30-45 minutes. But I don't get angry because I understand it. It will be driving so fast and we will run. I've never met him any time in my life that is not in a hurry. And I'm dead serious. I have never met this guy anytime that is not. It's either he's running in or he's running out. He's always in a hurry. One day we had a conversation and he said, he has been working so hard because only more Google document immigration, you go cheap. I'm like, so I realized I was trying to file for the wife to come in and they already have 3 children together. So we're going to work hard. That is a way. Cost him a lot of money, paid somebody to file for him and all of that. And then now he got his paper. He's now, he has gotten his citizenship. He wants to bring the wife and children to join with him. So he's working so hard. You know what it takes? It's like $4,000 on each person. So 4,000, 3 children with wife, 4,000, that's like $12,000. No, that's like $16,000. So he was doubling up. It was doubling up so bad. He was able to achieve it. The wife, this was last year. I'm not telling you something new. The wife flew in April with the 3 children. So he called me and he was happy. I celebrated with him. That same April, no, it was March. I left the company in April. Okay, so it's 2 years ago. I left the company in April. That was when I stopped working 2 jobs. I've stopped working 2 jobs 2 years ago. I don't do it by principle. So I was already working at the hospital, but I was still doing, time with them. So I cut the job out because I needed to focus. So I left there in April. So when the wife came, he called me. In fact, bóyá ó ti ṣe àwọn agro yẹn lẹ́nu, bóyá àwọn kọ̀ǹjí yẹn ti wà lára ẹ̀. Ìyàwó ẹ̀ dé ní March. Èmi kúrò ní iṣẹ́ yẹn ní April because èmi àríra every day. By, I think, September, October or so, he sent me an invite on WhatsApp. And it was an invite to a baby shower. And I'm like, dude, this woman just got here. I don't get it. What did double woman back boats? What did loan? More con GB 5-6 years. Can you broken of mine? What did borole? So the woman got pregnant immediately she got here. They did a baby shower by the end of the year, like I think it was like November. They had a baby shower. They're expecting their baby in March. 28th of December. This man came back from work, stepped into his house, slumped, fell to the ground. The wife told him America that was shouting Egba wow, instead of calling 911. Still naive. By the time they got 911 and taken to the hospital, the 911 actually took him to mortuary. He was confirmed dead inside the ambulance. He died on the spot that same day, leaving the wife with 3 children and pregnancy that is supposed to come like 3 months after them. This man died. This is my co-worker. Died that day. They sent me an invite to come for his service of song. As much as this guy has worked, as much as he has labored, they have to start raising GoFundMe for people to contribute to take his corpse back to Nigeria. It becomes a problem. What do we do to the wife and children? Should they go back to Nigeria because that's where they are family, because they don't know anybody here? They don't know anybody there. This guy don't have friends. He doesn't play. He works every time of his life. Do we move them back? And I'm like, move them back to which Nigeria? Which of the Nigeria are we talking about? But if you make them stay here, in whose custody? This woman has not even stabilized. She doesn't even know jack shit. They finally sent me an invite to come for his service of song here. I could not go. I could not go. Like, I could not attend the funeral of this dude. As I'm talking to him, I'm picturing him in my face. I used to run into work. I used to run out of work. And I'll be like, one year, I went in. I was having a conversation. Ṣé o mọ̀ pé ṣe kíní kan tó lọ létò lọ káwọn ìyàwó ẹ̀ wá wọ́n ti sàṣì mọ́ ní ẹgbẹ́ inú sàn wọ́n sàṣì stress ló pa. Stress ló pa. How many of you did we hear this month of September alone, of somebody just coming home from work, pray together with the wife and family, get in the room, slump, they just get home, they sit daddy on the floor. Before you know it, bam, take him to the hospital, and in days, he's gone. At least I heard about similar story this month of September alone, like 3 or 4. I beg you in the name of God, calm down, enjoy your life while you can. Work smart, don't work hard. 1, enjoy yourself. Time will heal. Nobody. Tomorrow is an uncertainty. Enjoy yourself. Learn to see. Yorùbá sọ pé màjàmásá la fi ń ma kíkanjú. ọlọ́dẹ tó mọ̀jà tí ò mọ̀sá irú wọn ní máa ń bógun lọ. I will translate this in English for those who don't understand Yoruba or who don't understand the detailed connotative interpretation of these proverbs. It says, fighting and retreating is a skill that defines a warrior. Warriors who know how to fight but did not learn how to retreat, they are the ones that becomes the prey of a battle. What that implies is, if you know how to work hard but you don't know when to chill a little bit and relax, you will be a victim of your own circumstance. There's a time where you jump, there's a time where you need to retreat. So many husband and wife now, in a week, it's not possible for you not to fight. Your husband is not a bad person. Your wife is not a witch. Nobody is teaching your wife against you. You are both fucking stressed. Take a time, go to vacation, leave the children somewhere, get a babysitter, get family. Go and just spend 3 nights by the beach. Go and spend 3 nights in Hawaii or wherever. Go to anywhere. Go to the Caribbean. Spend 3-5 nights together. Knock yourself like you want to die. Everybody might reset. All those tension in family. You see, why would there not be tension? Husband is working. You are meeting at yourself at the parking lot. Husband and wife that live in the same house. You have to talk to each other on the phone. Now you are arguing every step of the way. Every moment you are arguing. Your husband is not devil. Your husband is not seeing another woman. He's not acting out with you because he's seeing somebody else. No. Okay? Your wife is not being taught by American women. It's not as if but what American is in the Solomon. No. Tension. Tension. Gbogbo òṣì tẹ́ ẹ̀ dá ẹ̀ kàn retreat ẹ̀sán ẹ̀ kàn lọ fọ́ra yín fún bí weekend kan. Ẹ máa reformat. You are being chased up and down by bills. The wife is working at the half-hour. So to send the work in here. Husband and wife these days talk as if they are business partner. So to send the work in here. So to send the work in here. Every time your bank sanwó, ó máa ń kàn yàn lára. The day your husband pay mortgage, behave yourself. Ara ń kan kò kàn ó lè máa bẹ ẹ̀rẹ́ rìn bọ̀ ara ń kan. Torí gbà tó yọ mortgage yẹn kúrò tán àkáǹtì ẹ̀ ṣe báyìí. So any small thing you say that day, ó máa back on that day. And you will not even be sensitive enough to know. Owó tó san yẹn jẹ́ kó hit ẹ̀ bákan. You know what it is when you just receive your paycheck and you are seeing good figures. And if those of you who know how to do auto debit comes like shagba, mortgage your bar, car your bar. By evening, on the same day that you pay your paycheck, you look at your account balance like this. You will just be tired. I want to tell you something. I want to ask you. Family issues, responsibilities. Back on so just retreat. Well, marriage in you was toxic. It was stressed out to me. It was stressed out to me. I don't even mind shutting down from here. I'll come back and do the show I'm supposed to do today, tomorrow. I can't emphasize this enough. Enjoy yourself. Stay away from stress. Now, hear this. Some of you, your work is not that tedious. The stress you are going through right now is not because of your work or your husband or your wife. They are self-inflicted problem. Hello? Hebrews 12, verse 1. The Bible says, now we are being surrounded by such great cloud of witness. Let us lay aside every weight. There's such thing the Bible defines as weight. Unnecessary encumbrance. Unnecessary encumbrance. Show me when you come. This one talk this about me. That one talk this about me. This one talk this about me. So you have avoided A, B, C, D, E, F. We don't relate with people because they are perfect. We relate with people because we understand them. And understanding will make you know that people are not perfect. Building prejudice and hatred and malice with people around you will work you out unnecessarily. Man, this one you don't want to talk to. This one you don't want to see. That one you don't want to see. Only you. You are stressed out for no reason. You have filled your heart with bitterness, pain, and anger. Somebody offended you. Your best friend offended you 4 years ago. You will be stressed out. Unnecessary, self-inflicted stress. And you go bring and see. I look at social media today. Because this one said, he now said, somebody now said, he now comment on this thing. And now said, Nico. Let me take a diversion. I woke up yesterday and I saw Lizzy Anjorin Smith video. And I shook my head. For the first time ever in my life, I have a deep sympathy for that woman. Why? I said to myself, why did you get Ife Parai? Look at how this person is stressed out for problems that are avoidable. Issues that are literally avoidable. Why are they saying she should not talk? She has to talk. At least those people are abusing her. And then they say that she should not talk. Nobody is saying she should not talk. But who is losing? You are arguing and talking with people who talk for a living, who make ends meet from talking. And your life is literally put to static and stagnant. Your name is soiled. Your family is troubled. Let me say this for emphasis' sake, and I'm saying this on here. There's no magic anybody will use to convince me that Lizzy Anjorin's marriage with that, whatever that name is, Lawal, will work. No. That marriage is coming to an end very soon. And I'll prove it for you. Could it work? Can shake me? I don't wish I even. With the level of chaos and tension and attention and negativity they brought on each other. In fact, matter of fact, it's toxic right now. They cannot have good vibe right now. There's no way they can have good vibe right now. I just don't know who we should do first. And most likely, Lawal Aluma for Lizzy Len. She will do well by not even seeing anything outside. But you see, when I saw that video from her maid yesterday, I said, why? That's another 2 weeks material to give those who are harassing you. Those who are talking about you, you just keep giving them materials to work with. You just keep giving them materials to work with. You are giving them resources. Once they are running out of what to talk about, you will just produce another one. Is this one stupid? Set and monitoring space. You just keep producing material for them to ruin you. And don't forget, they get paid for doing shows for you. They get paid for it. This is their shop. This is their office. In the first place, these are avoidable stress. Kí ló fa wàhálà ọmọ yẹn? Ṣé ọmọ kékeré yẹn need mental help? Where does this start from? Because you want to pepper them. Because you marry somebody that you know in your heart that is not up to You understand? Everything she's doing, go insult a man that why everything she's doing. She knows that this guy will be on a like. Meanwhile, when you confirm when you have criticized people's life, so you know that when you are getting married to this guy, they definitely you are going to get backlash. First of all, I tell people who are speaking online, expect backlash. When you give, you will get one day. You will never see me come out to defend any lash. They've lashed me tire on this Facebook, but some of you did not even know because it did not popular. Why? Because I did not fuel it. Responding to it is fueling it. She's everywhere trying to authenticate what is not real. She's trying to win an argument. Lawali, wọ́n sọ pé ó ti níyàwó mẹ́ta tẹ́lẹ̀. Irọ́ o, kò níyàwó mẹ́ta tẹ́lẹ̀ o. Èmi ni first legal wife. That don't even make sense. That's dumb as fuck. Tó bá níyàwó mẹ́ta tẹ́lẹ̀, so fuck what? You understand? Like, so what? You are Muslim. Why can't you marry? Why can't you be the fourth wife? What's wrong with that? This is what I want to do. It might not be the best thing, but it's my choice. They will criticize you. They will shut up. There will be no. So many of you are stressed out today because you are trying to win an argument that has no reward. Argument that is not rewarding. Okay, Taba believe where show my background. But just to convince us that she's the legal wife and she's the only wife, because so that they won't say he married somebody's husband. He begins to question the paternity of the children, which are dehumanizing. And once you do that, you get a feedback from people. Now, it is now bad the way it is, and then you are continuously making it worse. The only problem to is because you want to be convincing. To who? Who don't care about you? Why did I make reference to that? So many of you are here listening to me now, that your life will be better the day you stop worrying about what people feel about you. Somebody had a party that is so glamorous last weekend, which I went to. They hired me to be the MC, and it was a very fantastic wedding. In fact, I have 2 other jobs from that event already. But the celebrant called me yesterday and said, "Hey, Mr. King, gone. In fact, everybody they really liked the party. They said you really killed it, and this one was in fact, everybody keep asking me for details. They said, where did you get them?" And I was like, well, thank you. Those are good feedback. So I was listening. They said, "Don't move beginning. She party okay. Party to for She's now asking me, is there anything wrong with the party? She party nice." And I was like, yeah, it was a nice event. And then she goes, ọ̀rẹ́ mi kan childhood friend mi kan wọ́n ló pé ẹ̀gbọ́n mi bó sọ pé pàtí tóun ṣe ò dáa pé kò dùn pé kò torí òun ò sọ fún un ó ló sọ pé kálù bá sọ fún mi ni màá bẹ́ẹ̀ kérò wá àwọn tó máa ná ẹ ló. And I was like, why are you even worried? And she was not trying to explain to me why would the friend say that, and then she was talking for an hour. I promise you in the name of God, I slept off on that conversation. Like, because I'm not interested. Why will you have an event for yourself that was nice, cool? You yourself tell me the feedback you were getting, and then because somebody said it could have been better if you have involved her, and then you are now worried. She's now offended. Who wants to hear that? Don't ruin my day. I just dropped the phone there and I was listening, and I fell asleep. Your life will be better the day you stop worrying about what somebody feels about you. Let God guide you. Do good. Accept criticism. You can't be a monopoly of knowledge. You understand? I'm not saying don't listen to people. Listen to people, but don't let nobody validate your life for you. You are responsible to validate yourself. Take counsel. Seek counsel. But make sure you hold the right to validation of your life. I tell people, I don't think I'm perfect. I don't think I have to do I don't think I'll possibly do the right thing every time. That's why some dumb ass people will come to my wall. I make some posts, they go, I used to respect you. I'm disappointed in you. Which day did I sign contract with you that I will always write what you like? Is this one mad? Because it makes no sense. I've never promised you that I will do the right thing every time. But I will do what I want to do every time. You understand? It doesn't have to be right if it is what is from my intent. What will make me feel bad is doing something or making a post on that page now because somebody feels that way. Or because I don't want to offend somebody, I will now make a post that is contrary to my personal opinion. That's when I will feel bad. But if this is the way I feel, if all of you here will unfollow this page today based on what I feel as a personal opinion over an issue, I don't care. I will live with the comfort that what I voiced out is my opinion. I will feel enslaved to feel like I'm posting something because I feel like you people feel that is the right thing. Now, tomorrow I might now reason with the way all of you are reasoning, and I said, okay, yeah, and then make it different. That's like somebody said yesterday, oh, but you have abused this before now. Why are you not advising? And I'm like, dumbass, I still don't feel differently with that. I still think she's an idiot, and I'm not mixing any words with that. But I feel like as an idiot too, she deserves a life. You understand? I don't hate her, but I don't have to like her not to hate her. I don't like her. I'm not a fan of her, but I don't wish her evil. Everybody have room to survive. So, mommy, auntie, the way you stress your own life is keeping bitterness in your life. It's your fault too. Àwọn ẹgbẹ́ ẹ ti ń pè ẹ́ mọ́mì, inú ẹ dẹ̀ ń dùn pé wọ́n respect ẹ, irọ́ o ti gbó ni o. What is on the inside is what always reflects on the outside. If there is too much bitterness in your heart, you will look ugly. It's a default mechanism. Àwọn tó mọ̀ gbójú ẹ ló ń pè ẹ́ láǹtì, inú ẹ dẹ̀ ń dùn. O ti ń gbó ni. Torí pé gbogbo ẹjọ́ lẹ́jọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ lọ́rọ̀ tó kó sórí tó kó sọ́rùn ìbí ni kó lè sínú onílé. Ìwọ nìkan èèyàn tó ní sínú lásán kó tó di local government. Don't stress her out. O máa gbó, you will just die for nothing. If you, because of somebody, have high blood pressure, it's your fault. It's your fault too. Well, good question. People will tag you as being proud, yeah, if you try to be yourself. Now hear this. This is a market philosophy. What am I holding? I'm holding, if you ask people now, somebody will say I'm holding a phone, right? Somebody will say I'm holding handsets. Somebody might be over sabi and go extra mile and say I'm holding an iPhone. Everybody is correct, probably. But it is me who owns the phone. If I tell you that I'm holding my toy, you say, why will you call it toy? Why will you call a phone a toy? It's a phone, it's not a toy. The purpose at which I'm using it, I am the only one who knows it. It's a phone, yes, you are correct, but it's my toy. You don't know whether I use it to play game. That's what I use it for. Because I have other phone. The tag should be defined by you. Do you understand? You are the one who owns your life. What people tag you is their business. Perception of people should not determine your disposition. Do right, like I said, take counsel. At the time in my life, people call me proud and arrogant, but I know I'm not. But I have to invest in my life to find out why do I think that people assume that I'm proud? Because I see that those who call me proud are people who don't even freaking know me. But boy, and Victor, you're proud of you. Ask them, have you met him? They will say no. As at the time I was really full into gospel music. I was playing music. I was everywhere. I was like on billboards and all of that. So people see me walk around or see me ahead of, and they think that, that thing with public profile. I've recently walked into an African store, and the lady was just looking at me and was looking at me and was looking at me. And by the time I was about to pay and get out, she goes, Victor King. And I turned back and I said, hey, hi. And then she just go like, I know in my heart that she took offense with the way I greeted her. Wait, you guys should know. It is you who know me. I did not know you. So if you think I'm going out with the purpose of greeting everybody that look like a Nigerian, you lied. You don't even know what is going on in my head. So once you keep public profile sometimes, people expect you. You see the way I talk and I play and I laugh. I make a post recently. I was laughing. I made a post and I said people should tell one weird characteristics of me. And people are saying you are nice, you are calm, like talent scope. You are this, you are that. I appreciate all the compliments. But I said weird characteristics. You are giving me the wrong answer. It has to be weird. Eventually, one person got it and said, people like you that talks and play around, when people who get to close to you realize, they find out that you are a very shy person and talk less. And I said the person won. I think I paid 10,000 naira. I sent the person the money. And once I now responded to now give the answer, I said, this is the most unbelievable thing about me, that people don't know that I'm an extremely shy person. I can barely look somebody in the eyes like this and come and see comments. I want all I meet in Concon. One say it's not possible. Someone like you, shy, you want and I'm asking, everybody will go there and say you are not shy, you are not a shy person. Have you seen me in person before? No. Go and ask those who have seen me in person. Now, unfortunately for me, this is the problem I've to do with. People see me afar off, or when I'm addressing it, like, because I've always been like a stage person. I'm either speaking somewhere or teaching or singing, and I'm like active. So it is almost impossible for anybody to assume that I'm shy. Now, when I get to meet people on a personal note, and that shy nature in me speaks out, people don't see it as being shy, because I'm shy, I won't talk to you. I won't come into a place and I'm like, hey, how is everybody doing? And I'm not that person. I'm not good at meeting people. I have very few friends, if I have one at all. I don't meet people. I don't meet up. So when I get into a place and they expect Victor King, that kind of Victor King, the way somebody said, you go Dangbana Shoko, all those kind of things. They expect one bubbly, lively person. And I get to I'm like, what's up? And I sit down. They don't see it as being shy. They see it as being arrogant. This is why I was tagged arrogant almost all my life. But I'm not being arrogant. I just can't do it. I can't do it. So I have to sit down to figure out, why do people always assume that I'm arrogant? Because I realize that those who call me arrogant, they are not even, ask them, they've never even said a word to me in their life. Probably met me one time that we did not even talk. Maybe we probably greeted and they just say I'm proud. Because people who know me to details will not say that. I'm a man that my bedroom door has never been closed. I don't even have privacy. I don't have any personal life anywhere. I'm very open to people. I listen to people. I respect people. Do you know that till today, I don't know, the way I was raised is when I was raised by a Yoruba woman, even though I'm not a Yoruba person. I was raised by a Yoruba woman who is an SU. You don't understand SU, mom see me. Till today, whether somebody is older than me or younger than me, if I greet people, I still greet people like this. Want to correct me, want to boom me, America, America lower. If I speak Yoruba to you, I use air for everybody till now. I don't, people meet people and try to find out how old is the person to know how to address them. I don't do that. I just address you with air by default. If I shake somebody's hand, I will go like this. My head will just go like this. I don't know when I do it. It's just inborn. It's just in it. You want to stretch yourself. If everybody will act right, there will not be devil. There's no need for God to create the devil. People don't have to act right. Show me. Let's interact. God is a constant. There's no promise of tomorrow. 1. 2. Do good while you can. 3. Enjoy your life while you can. Number 4, don't stress yourself. Either the one that life throws at you or self-inflicted stress. Do not stress yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, it's such an honor being with you guys today. Thank you very much for joining. I promise you, I will have to change the title of this show. I promise I will see you guys tomorrow. And then we're going to finish our series of what the men really want. This last one, please don't miss it. In fact, so that we can have a good enough time to plan for it. Maybe God does have what he was doing. I don't plan everything I'm telling you right now. It's not in my plan. Please come tomorrow. It will be interesting. I will try and come by 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock tomorrow. I'll make it. I'm off tomorrow too, so we have enough time. But trust me, I've told you I don't want to be doing long shows again. We want to be doing just 1 hour with it. But tomorrow we'll probably like 30 minutes to add to it, so we can finish. Because I'm like crashing my modules of last week and this week together. I'll crash it together tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll be talking about what I call boys to men. The growth stage of a man, of a boy, to transcend into a man. You understand? Let me give you a snippet so that I give you what to look forward to tomorrow. Our society in Africa has failed in raising boys to become a man. And I will show you. Now, every one of you who is a female right here, you were born and raised by your parents, and your mother will start taking you to kitchen maybe from the age 5, age 7. Our society in Africa prepare women to prepare girls to be women. But guess what? Leave the boys to be playing ball. There is no such thing as values of learning to prepare to become a man. Every man raised in Africa become a man to start learning how to live as a man. You will probably be less than 10 years old as a female child that your mother is already telling you, oh, stand there behind me. Let me show you how to cook a wedu. Stand there. They taught you, remember those days when you will sit down, female, I'm talking to the girls, you will sit down, your mother will just slap you. Who taught a man to sit as a man, talk as a man, walk like a man, think like a man, hustle as a man? So many of you women right now became married to a boy that is grown and not a man. A grown boy that has not passed through the man. Because you see, being a man is not how old you are. It's how well you are aware. We get into marriage as men raised in Africa, not having a clue of what we are supposed to do to be a perfect husband. We never had that internship, that practice to learn to be a man. So there are so many grown boys who were faced with the challenges of men and husband, and they were like clueless. Tomorrow we are going to go into the insight of that. I call it what men want, and 3, and the subtopic is boys to men. I've seen so many people who says, I got married to my husband because I want an elderly person. Somebody said, Omoli Leni, so they feel like if I marry an Agbalagba, he will be able to undo me. Agbalagba, young man, undo me. And eventually, you begin to see that Agbalagba doing baby stuff, and you're like, because you see, what makes a man is not the age. It's the stage of mental awareness. So many people marry a man and they feel like Agbalagba lele, and because they feel that it's Agbalagba, young boy 84 at one BMG. So they don't marry Agbalagba and they just feel like this Agbalagba they will be secure in his hand. Getting married to this one is already of age. They'll be secure. Guess what? Everything that the young men will have done to them, this same Agbalagba did to them, plus couple the fact that 10 years down the line, uncle's dick is not working again now, so they are suffering bad behavior from this man, and then they lack good dick. frustration are setting. Why did you marry? Because it's not the age. So many people get married, especially those, oh, we started dating from secondary school, and then it was a boy then. And then you married the boy because you just stayed with the boy for too long. You never had the privilege of learning the values of a man and values of a husband. So you find himself in married testosterone. A woman is prepared from day one to be a woman. A girl child is prepared from day one to be a woman. But nobody teach a boy. The growth stage, the differences, the signs to discover whether you are dating a boy or you are married to a boy now, or you are married to a man. If by adventure you are, how to begin to relate to the boy and showing him the paths of learning to be a man. We will talk about it tomorrow. And then lastly, in October, we'll be dealing with a very sensitive topic that I call, let me get my laptop. In October, we'll be dealing something very interesting. I wanted to upload it after the show. I'll upload it immediately after now. October, my loud begin. Platform. If I mark people who are not here now, if I did not see you in all of this series and I see you in October, you're commenting, we know your problem. All of the Ashewos that they will not come until you are talking about knacking. Don't worry, you will see plenty people in October. In October, we are going to be dealing with what I call sex and intimacy. And I will tell you why we are going to be dealing with that. So I realized that so many people have mistaken marital intimacy for sex. And that is a problem. So many people you can be in a marriage and be having active sexual life, and yet you are lacking the intimacy, the connection. So I call it sex and intimacy, attraction and affection. Creating a sustainable sexual connection. People in marriage, you are knacking. You've been doing that mommy since you got married. Whichever one you are doing, doesn't matter. You're having active sexual life. And now you are 10 years, 5 years, 15 years down in marriage. And, things become very regular for you. You become too used and you have lost the spark. The connection is not there. So I'm going to be diving that. It's going to be explicit, adult only. So we're going to be doing it at date night. Like this. Oh, America, you don't have a choice. That's the evening. So keep your children away. Get an airport. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. So good to see you. I will see you again tomorrow. God bless you. Instagram, to buy the shit. Thank you very much, Emma darling.